All right, hey guys. So what I did here, one of the things that I most commonly do is I set up Houdini, I set up Machete. You'll see that when we can get to this, I try to go for this third fairway here to get myself for a backspin thorn shot is what I ideally want to be able to do. However, you do wind up in the bunker or the rough quite frequently. So having that full backspin option, you'll see, it doesn't necessarily, well, not only does it not, it really helps you, but it still gives you the chance to make the hole out. Like I've eagled this several times with the Machete. So it really gives you that edge to be able to, even if you do go into the rough trying to get just a little bit too aggressive and get it up to that thorn to give yourself a good chance, it really does kind of set you apart a little bit. So here's what I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to go relatively full. I'm expecting it's going to land about 5 rings up, so right around there. Other than that, I'll typically try to just curl it over to that other fairway. So you can see that's what I'm trying to do here. Catch a great ball. Let's see how this plays out. You can see it's very close to the top there. It looks like it did clip the rough. Ideally you want to try to get that second hop onto the fairway. You will have to back off the power if you have a little bit longer clubs. You can see with a POC 2, I just had enough range. I felt I was, probably good there. Sure enough, I was. But do keep in mind that I landed very close to that edge. You might have to start backing off on the power. So keep that in mind, and this is where you'll see, having these full backspin options are going to be for the best. Now, what I would do if I was opponent here, I would just try to land this backbone up on the fairway. You can see that landing up here, you're never going to be able to get it to backspin enough. But you'll also see that the way that this face is, you really got to be exact with where you hit it on the fairway, or else you can get it to roll down the whole way to the bottom of that hill if you don't hit the right spots. So you do got to make sure, and it looks like you did hit about halfway up. That's going to be good. So, but if you do hit the front of that fairway, it has a tendency to roll all the way back down. So you got to be careful about that. Here's what you'll see. I do, kind of have this in range for Machete. And you'll see, especially once you get it up to a 10, I can backspin this all the way into the cup. Now I can probably still get it to backspin, but it's just a little bit tougher. You'll see that I'm going to need to play it tighter on the hole, up towards this fringe here, kind of like this. And, it might just take just a little bit of practice to get the ring dialed in. So here I'm going to go 1.75-ish rings, somewhere around there. And we'll just see how this plays out. Other than that, make sure that you're playing, some kind of ball guide offset. And if you can get your perfect ball, especially once you get that ring, it looks like I went just a little bit light. It was probably 2 rings there. So you can see I did land on the green. I was aiming for the fringe, which means I didn't adjust enough. So it was probably 2.1 rings in that situation for me. Do keep in mind, as you can get more backspin, it does make it easier to hold out. If you have Machete 10, it's going to be your best chance. Hopefully you're able to get it. Good luck, and I'll catch you on the next one.